Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel, and Happy New Year. I'm so excited to have you here. It's January 5th, 2023, and I am ready to get into this January budget. I wanted to do all this on camera, but I had to lay down all my stickers and get started before I get started filming because life just got crazy. I mean, it's like I hit the ground running right after New Year's. I mean, just, oh my gosh. So, but I've got everything down and I'm ready to do the monthly budget. And that's what this video is today. So if you're interested in knowing more about how I do my monthly budget and why I do what I do, go ahead and stick around this channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. And I look forward to sharing this with you. And if you have questions or comments, please leave that in the description box below. Like, subscribe, all the good things. But more importantly, I would love to have the conversation and help anyone that may need help with their budget and understand budgeting. So here we go. Okay, so here's my calendar. I love this. These little guys are just the darlingest, little cutest little snowman. Oh my gosh. I got these stickers from Sarah Marie Stickers. I have my Erin Condren notebook. This is my cover for right now. I thought this was really cute. I'll be changing this out by February, maybe even before then, but yeah, I'll probably just have it for the month of January. And I am in love with this spread. So this calendar here, it has a couple purposes for me. First, I lay down all my paydays. I want to know what day my husband's income comes in. So I know for me, the first of every month, my husband's income comes in because he has government checks that come in. I'll explain that in a second. So the first is the first payday, government checks. And then the second pay check that my husband gets is a salary check from his employer on the 13th and then on the 27th. He gets paid every other Friday and the first of every month. The other purpose, not only to have, and you probably don't have as many income streams like I do, but it helps me keep things straight when I have that. And then the rest of this is just either bills and their due dates, or on paydays, what I am intentionally putting in savings or intentionally spending. So like you see right here, I have 3 times this 171, which is a Roth IRA deposit I'm putting in my savings account. I save all year long for that, and then in the beginning of the next year, which I'm getting ready to put in here soon, what I saved last year, I am saving up $6,500 from my Roth to put it in the beginning of the year, so it has a larger amount of in the account, and it can build up more compounding interest as long as the market goes back up. That's what we're waiting on right now. Yeah, we want to make sure it has a longer term to do that and build more money up. So down the road, when I do draw off of it, that can be compounded even higher. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I put that in savings until the beginning of the next year, or when I feel it's appropriate to do so. You would have to get with an expert to find out when's the best time to do it, and if you should do it all up front or do payments, that's totally up to you. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. And then I have tithing and bills and things like that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, and sinking funds. Those are my annual expenses. I put about $400 a month every month into savings. And then when my annual expenses come up, I just draw off from that. And then I have a tracker for that. So now that I have all these numbers down and I've explained what my calendar is, now I'm going to take this information, and we are going to go over here. Let me find it really quick. There we go, to the monthly budget. Down here, I have fixed expenses and variable, which I have some of my fixed over here too. I really don't care about fixed and variable. I just want to list them and then get a budgeted amount and discover, do I have enough estimated income coming in that I believe and I'm pretty sure is going to come in to cover everything I expect in bills, savings, and spending. So I do have my variable expenses as far as grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, any co-pays for our medical, and I'm budgeted down here. So I do have what I need on here. I just hope I can come back and do the actuals on this, because a lot of times I don't, just because I just really want to know, does it look like I have enough for the entire month? And once I know, yes, I know I have enough for entire month, then paycheck to paycheck period is where I really focus in on the budget, and that will be my next video, is the paycheck to paycheck video. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get the numbers together, and I'm going to write them out here. And then we're going to go through those amounts that you saw over here and discover, do we have enough to cover the bills and spending categories, which I haven't shown you yet, and with the estimated income that's coming in. So let me go ahead and get this written down, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I put all the numbers in. Why? Because there's a lot and I don't want to talk through all of it, and it's just a lot. So, but I do have my calculator here. I do have the numbers down, and we are going to go through these numbers, and I'm going to total them up, and we're going to see and make sure I have enough income projected to cover all the expenses plus spending categories, which I had not gone over yet, but the numbers are right here, and we will go ahead and go over that in a minute. So starting with our our income. Let's see if I can figure out how to get all this on here and still see everything. Let's see, how's this working for me? Kinda. Okay, we'll start with this. For this month, we have an income of $10,681.96. So that is what we are expected for this month. This is 9 to 10,000 is an average. It's closer to 9,000 on most months with all the pays. This, like I said before, this will be the last time we get the $790, the VA education. So we shouldn't have any more, and so it should drop down because of that, but it's just under 10,000 a month that my husband brings home. But you got to remember, a lot of half this income is coming from government checks, rent from our son, and things like that. So if we were just living off my husband's salary, let's just say my kids were young and they weren't paying rent, 2, 5, 2, 3, 4, 7 times 2, our lifestyle before he retired, we were making $5,000-$6,000 a month. I apologize by the creaking floor because my son's walking in his room above me. So, but that's okay. I think he's going to go get lunch. Anyway, but that's what our old take-home would be before he retired. But since he retired after 25 years of doing what he had done, 5 as a contractor and 20 as active duty Navy, yeah, so this is what we're given in benefits. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Oh, I closed that out. Let me retype it up. Okay, got my number back. So there we go. Let's write this down before I forget to write it down. 1068196. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to go down here. And let's see what we're spending. Now this year, our mortgage, if you saw in previous months, I wonder if I have was $1,927.67. What I have chosen to do is add $550 on top of that amount on top of the mortgage to pay down our mortgage within 15 years. We have a 30-year mortgage. We made 3 payments on it. I wanted to bring down our date of when it would be paid off by December of in 15 years from this January. So I have this little printout that I kept for myself. So I want to make sure I added $550 a month starting in January 2023. And then on December of 2038 is when I will have my mortgage paid off. That means by the time my husband and I turn 65, just after he turns 65, and I think I'll be 64, we won't have a mortgage, and we'll go into those years of our life in our forever home without a mortgage, which is going to be amazing. It's going to free up the $2,400 or whatever it's going to be, depending on if property taxes change and stuff like that. But it's showing on the amortization schedule here that we would be saving $153,000 of interest and 165 months earlier than what we planned. And it was their payoff calculator in the system that I was using, so that's what we're doing. So that is why our mortgage has jumped up to $550. And that's a principal payment only, no interest payments, no additional interest payments, I should say. Principal has been, or the mortgage has been paid. I've seen it come out of the bank account. Spectrum is $190.99. That's telephone for the house, internet, and the cable. Roth IRA, I've got one of the deposits already done, and each paycheck I'll make the rest. So I'll check that off once I make the last paycheck or the last deposit into the savings account. So that's 171 times 3. A Visa Go card, this is the first one. This is just saying this VA education. He let me keep 40 cents. He's so sweet. No, he just doesn't like dealing with change. So he took $7.90, put it on his Visa Go card. Visa Go card is essentially a prepaid debit card. It's a Visa card, and it doesn't have any fees or anything. It's through a Navy Federal Bank, and he uses that to shop for himself and spend money for himself. So you're going to see this, and you're going to see that again, and I'll explain why in a second. Amazon Music, that's my husband's, $9.53. Humana Health, that's my son's insurance, though I don't know how many more months we're going to keep that. Still working on stuff with that because he does have Medicaid. And I'm trying to figure out who covers what, where, and when, and how, and all that stuff. Jim here, Greater Europe Mission is an organization that that is for missionaries, and we donate through that organization to help with the income of specific missionaries that we love and adore. And this is a tithing to the VA disability. That's what it is. So that's come out. Paramount Plus is one of our subscriptions that we have. I've had it for years. So it used to be CBS All Access. I print a lot of things, and so HP Instant Ink. That has not come out yet. I don't want to check that off yet. Tithe. This is the 3 tithings. We tithe 3 times. We do each salary check here is $253. It's plus $175, and hopefully I did that right before. Yeah, I did it right before. Plus $175 for tithing the military retirement. And that goes to our general fund or church or a certain organization, food bank, things like that. So those are the 3 tithings for the month. Geico is our car insurance. AT&T, we do have 2 new phones. I got my son's. If I pay them off early, it will cost me more than it will if I let the 36-month, $15 monthly payment happen because of this discount that we got. It was really weird, but this guy was able to finagle a discount, so it made it, instead of $20 or $23 a month on the new iPhone 13s, right after the 14s came out that I got my son's, he got a discount and it brought it down to $15, but if we cancel and pay them off early, then we pay more. I don't know. It was weird. So we just keep paying it every month. That'll drop off in, I guess, 3 years, I guess. By then I'll probably have my own phone, a new one. So anyways, I try to pay cash and not have phone plans where you have an installment with it. I try to pay cash for them, but if I can get it cheaper the other way around, then I'm going to do it. So there you go. Water, that's our water bill for this month. Trash, this is quarterly. So this is for 3 months of trash pickup for our house. I guess, was it October, November, and December, and we're paying it in January. So the next time we pay it would be quarterly. So that came due this month. Discovery Plus is another subscription. Life insurance, iTunes, storage for my phone, electric. This is what our electric bill after that ice cold storm that just happened here recently, and we couldn't get the house above 67 degrees and it was freezing cold. And thankfully we had power and a fireplace, so we stayed warm. USCCA, that's my husband's. Vivint is our home security system. Another Visa Go card. So I didn't realize I had it twice. So this one is my husband's personal money, and I want to give it to him at the end of January, so he has it for the 1st of February. And so that's why I'm kind of doing it this way. Since he's no longer getting VA education money benefits, and he still would like personal money, because I get to spend personal money out of all of this. Mine's kind of mixed in with the miscellaneous here, or unbudgeted, however I want to put it. But I don't give myself I should give myself a limit, but I don't. But this Visa Go card, this is what he wanted as his monthly. This is the number he came up with for him to transfer onto the card and build up money and buy things as he wanted. So that's why we have a second one, and this is how I organize it. This is to clear out that, and this is to get used to the new norm going forward. Sinking funds, I have annual expenses that popped up. Last month I had to pay $69.99 for an iTunes subscription for my Mac. I have Excel and Word and all the Microsoft things on here, and it's a subscription thing that you get, and it came due in December. So yeah, I reimbursed myself in January, but paid for it in December, and it came out of the sinking funds account. And I have a savings account that this all goes into, because the money doesn't move nearly as frequently, so it just sits in a regular savings account. And that's how I keep that organized. And I'll show you that in a sinking funds video if I can get one up this month. Grocery household. So here we go. So if you buy it at the grocery store, cleaning supplies, food, whatever, that covers everything for the month. It's more than what we need. I could probably drop this $100 or $200, but I'm going to keep it this level for now to make sure I have enough buffer to cover everything. We're still in winter mode, so just in case some freak weather happens again, I have enough to cover it. Restaurants, $500 for the month. Miscellaneous, $550. Miscellaneous should be for shoes or clothes or random things that just don't fall under grocery household or restaurants. Like if we went to Lowe's and bought something, it's not enough to call it like a home improvement, but it's small enough that it's kind of random and miscellaneous. That's where I pull from for that. I did $250 in gas, because I know it looks like an 8. That's very sloppy. $250 for gas. My husband doesn't work that far away from where we live, so he doesn't have far to go, and we don't have any plans to travel very far like we did in the month of December. We took a couple 2-hour drive trips. So there was that. And then co-pays, that's just medical. It's a little high. I'm still learning what is a need. And just in case a bill pops up, I can cover it. And then I do want to track whatever is other or unbudgeted that happens that I couldn't fit on here. So this is my monthly budget. Let me total these numbers up. Let me total these numbers up, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my totals. Let's total the two columns up together. My second column here, variable expenses, I have $4,240.25. I'm going to add this $6,049.76. This is going to be really close, because that's like 10,000 there. Okay, let's see. Oh, very close. Very, very close. So I show here that I have $10,290.01 is what my plan is for the month. Now, will this number change? Absolutely. Could it be bigger? Could it be smaller? You never know. If I don't spend all my spending category money, then yeah, it could be smaller. And then whatever the end of the month potential balance forward or rollover money is, that is what I will put into savings at the end of the month. But I'm not going to guess any of that right now because I don't really want to. I can do the difference of these two numbers. So 10,681.96. Okay, so it's $391.95. That is squeaking by. Ignore the negative there. I just did it in reverse. So yeah, I have enough money for the month of January to cover what I plan to spend. But we're going to have to be very, very careful. Normally my buffer is not like $300 and some dollars. It's normally $500 to $1,000, but I normally roll over money from month to month. So if I had to, and it was bad enough in the month of January, I could definitely, I'll zoom you guys out, cover with savings if I had to, but I don't want to have to. I don't want to use savings at all because, you know, I saved it. I want to keep it as long as possible so that I can be there for big emergencies or real emergencies or something that I can enjoy and have fun with or whatever. But, you know, life is life. So we have to take care of ourselves. I'm happy with the budget. I'm happy with where it's at. I knew it was going to be close this month just because new things. We increased the mortgage amount. That was $550. That's where most of where my buffer went. And then I added my husband's personal money, since he's not getting any education money anymore. And though this is much lower than what he was getting, I can't afford $790 like they can. So that's okay. But yeah, this is what it looks like, and we are really happy with that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.